How's it going, my fellow reefers? As always, God bless you and thank you for being here. I'm Gage, and this is Candy Coral Aquatics. If you're new to my channel, please seriously think about subscribing and hitting that notification bell. This is where I talk about all things reefing, but more importantly, where I share the information I've gathered on my tank with you guys to help you become better hobbyists at this hobby we call reefing. Before I jump into today's video, guys, I'm asking a favor. If you would, please seriously start smashing that like button on these videos. We're getting lots and lots of views, but it would really help me out if you guys would start smashing that like button so we can spread these videos as far out to YouTube, get as much support as possible, and reach as many reefers as possible to start giving them a helpful hand as well. I would really appreciate it, and as always, guys, thank you for being here. So today, I want to show you guys a cool little tool. It's actually better than cool. It's an awesome tool that I discovered on Seafish.com. So I was browsing through some YouTube videos, and I hopped onto Red Sea's YouTube, which you guys, if you haven't checked it out, they got a lot of really cool stuff on there. So I hopped onto there, and I discovered this feature that they have on their website. So you guys know me, I like to do little experimentations from time to time with my tank, and from what I've seen, you guys like it too. So it's time for another experiment. So what you're going to do is hop on to redseafish.com, or just in the Google search section, type in redsea.com. It'll bring you to their link. You go ahead and click on it, and it'll transport you to this page. Where I want you guys to go from here is up at the top, you'll see a series of advertisements. What you can do if it doesn't pop up right when you first load in is just continue to click the over or back button until you hit the My Recipe Wizard tab. From here, you're going to go ahead and click Explore. And what this is going to do is this is actually going to build a recipe based on what you have in your tank, what your goal in mind for your tank is, and then it's going to tell you how to supplement that. So first off, you need to select what kind of tank you have. Soft only, mixed reef with up to 25% SPS, SPS dominant with more than 50% SPS, or a frag tank. So for me, guys, I actually am running a mixed reef with about 25% SPS coral within it. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. Next, it's going to ask you, what's your objective? Do you want exceptional growth rate and good color? Do you want great growth rate and great color? Or do you want good growth rate and exceptional color? For me personally, middle of the road would be great for me. I would like both great growth rate and great coloration. So I'm going to select option 2. I'm from the United States. My water volume in my aquarium is 60 gallons. And then this is actually going to compute the recipe needed based on what I selected that is within my tank and what my goals are. So the first thing that they spit out is what your parameters should be, which I think is super helpful. So a salinity of 34, a calcium of 450, magnesium 1350, alkalinity 11.5, nitrate of 2, and a phosphate of 0.1. So why this is super helpful? Well, I try my best to answer your guys' questions. There's so many different types of tanks and goals out there that it's nearly impossible to give everybody that watches these videos the correct answer. What I say might work for half of you, but it doesn't work for the other half, which is why this tool is such a great thing to use in your arsenal, because it's going to spit out the exact parameters for what you're trying to do. Now, these parameters are subjective, and they're where you should start, and then, you can adjust as time goes on if need be, but it's an excellent starting point for your goal. How you should be keeping the parameters, the first thing they go over is the salt, which is really kind of the most important thing, right? It's the base to everything else. So they're suggesting that I actually use the Coral Pro salt, which right now I am just using the Red Sea Reefer salt, which is just their blue bucket salt. They're suggesting that I switch to the Coral Pro and do a 10% once a week water change. The average cost for this switch would be approximately $12.25 per month. I think that's excellent. And it's very helpful that they include that information because, this is an expensive hobby. So to know what I'm getting myself into roughly per month allows me to say, hey, can I do this or can I not? And now for the supplementation. Everybody should be using, obviously, calcium, alkalinity, and magnesium. I apologize for the text message. I am doing a screen recording on my phone. So for calcium, alkalinity, and magnesium from their Foundation A, B, and C programs, they're suggesting 6.8 milliliters of calcium, 20.4 of alkalinity, and 2.3 of magnesium daily with an average cost of $15.25. Again, extremely beneficial and helpful. Trace colors A, B, C, and D, 0.7 milliliters per day with an average cost of 4.25 cents per month. Great to know. algae prevention to kind of keep those, nitrates and phosphates under control. Their no-pox algae prevention program, 2.3 milliliters daily, an average cost of $2 a month. And then their coral nutrition program of Reef Energy AB+, 9.1 milliliters daily with an average cost of $6.75 per month. Of course, you want to monitor your parameters, so they do suggest for you some test kits. You don't have to buy these test kits. They are good test kits. I have used Red Sea in the past. I just chose to switch to Hanna checkers because I just think they're a little bit easier and more accurate. But, Hanna doesn't make a checker for everything, so you might still want to go out and buy some of these test kits. And that's it. Then you can have that recipe sent over to your email, and then it kind of gives you some additional information. But guys, I really hope that you appreciate this tool. I hope that you appreciate this video, me sharing this information with you guys. And let me know if any of you guys, decide you're going to use this tool and want to try this out. Let me know how it goes for your system and what your results are, for I will be doing the same for you guys. So here's my recipe, and I'm going to get on it. Until next time, take care, you guys. God bless. And as always, thank you for being here.